One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on another unit from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Sun Devils will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you can tell they got in there so quick. The offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to take a shot. And incomplete on the deep ball.
You know, there are a lot of coaches out there who believe bye weeks sometimes can take away your rhythm, and that might be the case with this offense right now. They just don't seem to be clicking in the passing game.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the snap, it's Udo. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. No Cam Scatterboo this season, guys. He was the definition of all-purpose workhorse back a year ago. He put Arizona State in the national spotlight. David, how do you replace a guy who was not only so productive, but was really the heart and soul of the team's identity?
Well, you know what's nice, Reese? It's nice to have a quarterback that's a superstar, a budding superstar. Sam Levitt is that guy. Can run it, can throw it, showed so much moxie last year. The offense might look a little bit different, but it's nice to have a trigger man like that.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Levitt. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
On the option. He'll toss it. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
To the air on 1st down. He'll take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better.
Turning it on! Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Great job by the back on the option.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Missouri came through with a lunch pail hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And I guess it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won. And the fact this wasn't ever really in question. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Crosses the 30. He's got to lay it. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run the guys, and getting on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And you know what? The best third down offense is don't get the third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard. Got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down the throat on second down?
Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now adjusting. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's work.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. He's already been, now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
And the Sun Devils looking to convert on 4th down. Trying to beat the DD. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. How about that one? 4th and forever, and he just turned one loose and fired it for the 1st down.
Man, does that sting defensively. You get him in the perfect situation. You know they're going to pass the football. You play the ball deep, and you give up a deep pass. That is a back-breaking play.
The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and goal. Quarterback will keep it. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Give to the back. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Unloads it left. That's caught. It's McAllister. Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39. A pickup of 15.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second.
On the set. Make them jump outside.
Off the RPO, complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn it.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Caught near the sticks. It's Tyson. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Out of the gun, the inside give.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He's going for the big play. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And that's the end of the line for the return man, but Still business to attend to. A penalty marker is down. This offense is so deep, it's teetering on the edge of a safety. Back to pass, it's Hoover. Sets up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
The Horned Frogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's McAllister. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they're going to have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Quick release by the QB. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work. These guys got knocked around in Big 12 play last year, and that has been a motivating force during the offseason.
Yeah, and you hope it's a motivating force. You hope they were talking about it. You hope it matters to your team. That last year was a very big disappointment. With expectations for this squad to end up like they did, a lot of time to stew on it. The whole offseason, Palmer, you better be irritated, and they better come out with some momentum to start Big 12 play.
I think what was so frustrating about this team last year was that on paper, they looked like a team that could compete for the Big 12 championship, but it just didn't show up each and every week. This year, again, these guys look good from a height standpoint, a weight standpoint, a speed standpoint, but they've got to make plays, and it's got to start here today. Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referee's signal for the 2-minute timeout. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Looking left. He's straight downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets in the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. And it's picked off right at the goal line. The 40. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Sun Devils. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And he's going to bring it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Finds his tight end. And he goes out of bounds. after coming up with positive yardage there.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
And the Horned Frogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grab near the marker. It's McAllister. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the catch. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. That's it. Catch in the middle. It's Udo. Inside the 25. Stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Arizona State. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all 1st half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. A really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half.
Let's go.
On the direct snap, it's McAllister. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Horned Frogs will boot it away to start the 2nd half. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Pretty good job of coverage on that kick.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
He'll keep it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hamilton. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. Let's go! Gives it on the option. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
The Sun Devils come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
And that's a great sign for this offense, because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball.
There he goes. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
To the ground with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Throws to the tight end. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
He splits the uprights, and now the lead is extended a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Florida State may not be leaving town with a blowout victory, but they'll take a dub away from Doak Campbell Stadium every time. The Noles have been racking up road wins since the Bobby Bowden days, and they get another one today. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
And the Horned Frogs are in the hurry-up.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You got to get lined up.
Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line.
Makes the grab on the shot, and he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Well, if they're going to get back in this game, they need more plays like that. That was something that was missing in the first half. Explosive plays in the passing game, and they get one here, trailing early in the third quarter. Let's see if these receivers can make more plays like that as this game goes on.
He's not afraid to go deep. Touchdown, TCU! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice catch, touchdown.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Going to the running game. He's going to lose a yard on that one. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in.
Time to take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
It'll be third and long.
Here we go.
Back to throw, it's Levin. Dumps it to the back. The sure hands, it's Udo. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Man, you hate that if you're on defense. Third and long, you've got everybody covered downfield, and you let the running back pick it up on a check down throw. You've got to be way better tackling in that situation. That is a blown opportunity for this defense.
Finds the tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
If you like old-school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. One more quarter to play. It looks as if we are ready to go here in the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking for space. It's Udo. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside.
Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than when you're losing, you know they're going to run the football, they're trying to run the clock, and you can't stop them. They've got to be more aggressive, bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. They've got to stop this ground game and get the ball back.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set. Make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Defense looks as if it's coming. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all the stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Back to throw, it's Hoover. Here's to the tight end. A pickup of 5 marks it at the 36-yard line. The Horned Frogs in the hurry-up.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job at
going over the top. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
2-point conversion attempt is on the way. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead.
And it's more common to throw for the 2-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You could tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice 2-point conversion.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
He'll pull it on the read. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Looking to throw, it's Levin. Catch in the middle, it's Tyson. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
On the double.
And the Sun Devils with the 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Oh, he's got some space. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Ready, set.
The Sun Devils are marching down the field. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Most offensive schemes are predicated on 1st down productivity. That will not go down as a productive 1st down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Looking to buy time. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
On the ready.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He unleashes a long one. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. Clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later.
Okay,
They'll
ready?
put it in play from the 27, 1st down.
Easy.
To the air, it's Levin. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Turning it on. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
Ready, ready.
The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Quickly complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Motion from the back. Quarterback keeps. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
And This is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so...
And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. They make the stop right at the 10-yard line, but oh, what a turn of momentum with that interception.
And you know what? You kind of deserve that. Late in the game where you could run the clock out, still throwing the football all over the yard. Now this game, it's a long shot, but you gave them a little bit of hope.
90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. Brought down at the 26 after a 15-yard pickup.
Cut. Their offensive line is like a row of tanks. Unstoppable.
Dropping back, it's Hoover. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and the hit that time helped force the incompletion.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Here's a throw downfield late. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
They're throwing for it on fourth down.